because we've got a lot of news to cover, which makes me happy. But kicking us off with our news is probably the most surprising news this week, just because I had heard no rumblings whatsoever that we were getting any form of promotional material for the upcoming Shang Chi movie, which it's actually pronounced Shang Chi and not Shang Chi. Shang Chi just makes me sound really, really white when I say this. So what happened was we got the poster for Shang Chi, and then like an hour or two later, we got the actual official trailer for it. And I'll be honest, this trailer is one of the coolest trailers I've seen in a while. I don't know if I like it more than like the original Godzilla vs. Kong trailer when they're fighting on the aircraft carrier. That got me hyped pretty quickly. But this one, I think it's just interesting that they went from no marketing for Shang-Chi to here is all the marketing you need. It aesthetically looks very different for a Marvel movie. I think I texted you. This felt more like a traditional Asian martial arts movie than an American-made movie, which is awesome.
I agree.
Just the way Asian cinema shoots their movies, how the color is used is different, and I really liked that. I never thought I'd pop so hard for a split kick, but oh my gosh. That scene on the bus was like what Captain Marvel wishes it was. But I showed Heather, and she's like, yeah, that looks really, really cool too. And we both are just like, yeah, Josh is probably living in his own paradise right now, because this movie is Kevin Feige going, so Josh is kind of ho-hum about some of our movies so far. Well, we're going to make one just for him. We'll get more into it, but Josh, what do you think of the Shang-Chi trailer?
It's cool. It's super cool. Like, I mean, like you said, it's shot like a traditional martial arts movie with like a Marvel scheme to it. It's just cool, good to see some actual good fighting in a superhero movie.
In camera fighting.
Yeah, like I never thought that it'd be something I was missing. And then, because like we have some pretty decent choreography throughout all of the Marvel films, but like you said, that split kick, I was like, we're going there. Oh, we're going there. Okay, cool. And then like the big fights and just like, I'm excited. I'm really excited about it. Like you said, aesthetically, it's very different. The interesting thing about this, though, is I have seen, and this is mostly just like some of my personal circle, some people would be like, yeah, but it just looks like a martial arts movie with a Marvel skin on it. And I was like,
so?
Yeah, what do you mean? That's the point. I'm confused. So it's like, but like some people like basically saying like it's nothing new, it's fine, whatever. Which I'm kind of hoping plays to this movie's strength, because if the movie is as solid as anything what's in the trailer, I think like, bro, the 10 rings. We bring in the 10 rings. We actually doing the Mandarin now.
And doing it right this time?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, here's the thing. I don't know anything about this movie just because it's obviously under embargo. But what I can say is I know someone very close to me that actually has already seen this movie.
Oh.
But that individual is under embargo, so they will not divulge anything to me. But they have actually seen this movie. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I think this is the first time that we've ever talked about something that I know someone that has seen it this far out. It's kind of cool. But you and I texted after this that I think this movie is going to be really cool, but also opens the door for something that, believe it or not, has actually been on my wish list for a very long time, which is Iron Fist. And some of you will go, well, we had an Iron Fist Netflix show. No, we didn't. That doesn't count. One, because it was bad, and two, Kevin Feige's openly admitted that Netflix isn't canon to the MCU. They butchered Iron Fist. It was one of my dad's favorite characters in the comics growing up, and so I kind of latched onto that. There's a lot of crossover between Spider-Man and Iron Fist. There was that one game, it was like Spider-Man like Friend or Foe or something, where you can like co-op. I played as Iron Fist a lot in that game, so I really like Iron Fist. You and I have talked about, I think this will be Shang-Chi, but what if the next one is Shang-Chi and the Iron Fist? Just Like the first Ant-Man was
Let's
Ant-Man,
go.
and then the next one was Ant-Man and the Wasp. Shang-Chi, and then Shang-Chi and the Iron Fist is your next one. And then someone suggested that the end credits for this, or the end credits for the next movie, should be like Rocky 3, where it's just the two of them about to fight each other to see who's the best. And then it just cuts to
Yes.
black. I'm like,
It's either that or the end credits be like him having a conversation with like I guess like his mentor or something like that, like um trying to like talk about advanced techniques and stuff like that, and he's like, well, I do know there's this one guy that went to go live in a cave and has gotten powers beyond imagination, blah blah blah. And it was like I just like not even like exclusively say anything, but like give a heavy nod to it, to Iron Fist.
or like do what Godzilla vs. Kong is, of just have the symbol of Iron Fist on a wall somewhere, and we say the legend of the fist or something like that. Now, this opens the door. How weird are we getting? Like, are we going to introduce Fing Fang Foom into this? Because if we do, I'm going to have fun with that, because that's one of the best comic book names ever.
Yeah.
I'm also going to say I really like the costume because it feels unique, but also still familiar to Marvel. It kind of looks like a hybrid of what Doctor Strange wears and mixed with the Dorma Milaje. Like that material mixed with the colors feels like a perfect amalgamation of the two. However, I don't think this is his final form. Like, I think this is probably his first superhero suit, so to speak, and then he'll probably get something closer. But then again, maybe it's just because I don't know the character super well, but I don't think I've immediately like, okay, this is what Shang-Chi's outfit looks like. Iron Fist, like, I know the green and the yellow, what he's supposed to look like at least. So I don't know. I think the biggest thing coming out of the trailer was the aesthetics of whoever trained him. The guy on the picture here looks so cool. Like,
It really does.
I need an action figure of that, or a pop figure, or whoever. And clearly, whoever's under the mask is of some significance.
Because they end up fighting later in the trailer.
Which looks awesome. It kind of reminded me of the Skyfall fight, of like how it was backlit and everything else. It looks so well done. Now, will Shang-Chi's father actually be Fu Manchu like it is in the comics? Or will they just call him the Mandarin? I think I read somewhere that it might be a new character. Again, I'm not super familiar with the character of Shang-Chi, but I know he does have some connection to Fu Manchu. Then again, that's a bit of an outdated character, so I don't know. But this basically just made my expectations and hopes for this movie go from basically not a lot, because the production was relatively quiet, to dude, I need to see this.
Oh, dude, absolutely. The only reason that I'm hesitant to not say his dad is not the Mandarin is that shot. You know what shot?
Oh.
Him sitting in a stone throne with the 10 rings on the wall behind him. That was so cool. I'm so down. Like, let's go. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good time.
Absolutely.